About future plans? I don't know. When everything's settled here, I might visit other places. Maybe I'll set up an instant noodles shop. But what I'm thinking now is but an unknown quantity. The future is uncertain. I'll have to see as I go along. However, I think this is what Doctor initially hoped for.
舰长要带希儿去哪儿？希儿，收到。舰长要带希儿，舰长要带希儿去哪儿？再听我说一件。
Let me tell you another story about Alexei. Before we got married, she took me to the National Cemetery to pay respect to the soldiers who died for our country. A boring man, isn't he? I don't know why I fell in love with him later. But that's not the story.
我要说的其实也不是这个了。
The National Cemetery. Can you picture it? Tens of thousands of people buried together, each identified by a small plaque, and sharing the epitaph on a towering monument. Here dead lie we, because we did not choose to live and shame the land from which we sprung. Life, to be sure, is nothing much to lose. The young men think it is, and we were young. Mr. understood what the words meant. The life and death of a person are ultimately decided by their impulse. Life could not find its meaning as with the life stripped of everything by her. Yet that was exactly why she believed all the more that disregarding life and death was nothing more than a foolish waste. Alexandra, perhaps saying this will remind you of things and incur more of your blame. But you should know it's a miracle that you survived. Your life bears an extraordinary weight. Ordinary? Don't say that. Life is unique and precious to everyone. But even the most precious thing has its use, or it will lose all its value. Just like now. Yes, human life is passing by the second. Whether it's for something more precious or nothing in particular, we're squandering it, aren't we? The stigma crystal had nothing else to say, for persuading the other was impossible. Forced to push others to death, actively pushing others to death, surrendering to death by transcribing the dead, watching others die willingly. Step by step, she came to where she is today. If she was a selfish human being, if she was not a conceptual existence, but they're only hypotheticals. If that's the case, I wouldn't have been bothered from the start. Even if she was cursed and demonized, Sharia could not refuse a request for goodness. She reached out. The stigma she personally awakened, the only hope she saw in hell, gradually lost its shine and became a silent genetic redundancy. How she wished her hand would be shaking like a commoner's now. Killing those who were unrelated to her. Killing those who would have died because of her. And now, she must send the one who was born because of her off on a journey with death a near certainty. She longed to express her discontent in a form other than concept. It's over.
结束了。
Nothing seems to change.
没什么变化。
The effects of stigma had on you won't go away in an instant.
很抱歉。
I'm sorry, I must leave before Maxim comes to pick you up. Otherwise, no matter how many people he brings, they'll all die together because of me.
否则，你暂且不论，无论他带来多少人，都只会一同因我而死。至于外面那
Regarding
些
the
怪物，
monsters outside, I'll do
会
my
尽我
best to
所
repel
能进行
them.
驱逐。
As for the rest,
其余的，
thank
谢谢
you.
你，我刚才亲手
I
夺
just
走
took away your nearly endless remaining years. But you saved the future.
但你留下
Mr.
了未
Lin,
来。
please don't show that
你死的
expression.
脸，不要再露出那种表情了。我
I
更
hope
希
more
望
than anything that
有一
when you
天
recall what
你
you
回
did
忆起
today,
自己今
you'll
天
be
的
proud
所
of
作所为，
yourself.
更多感到的会是自豪。
You
你站在
stand
了
on the
生命的
opposite
反
side of
面，
life,
但
but
那
that
并
is
非
not
你
your
的本意。
intention. At the
至
very
少
least, you
你
respect
做到了
life
像一
like a
个
real
真正的
human
人类
being.
那样尊重生命。我还是无法
I
理
still
解。
can't understand,
但
but I won't
我不反对。
object. Before we say goodbye,
在告
let's
别之
discuss
前，
another matter.
我们再商量一件事吧。
Sure. Venice is no more. The best Greek islands have drowned in acceleration.
最好的希腊岛
But it's the
屿
having,
正
not
在
the
加速
keeping,
沉没，
that is the treasure.
但正是拥有而非保留，才值得珍爱。在和
Before
可可利
burying
亚
Alex's
一起埋
pistol
下
with
哈利克斯的
Cocolia,
手枪后，
I found this
我
poem
找来了
and
这样的
wanted to
诗
use
句，
it as my epitaph.
想当做以后给自己用的墓志铭。
But then
不过
again,
仔
not
细
many
一想，
people will remember
恐怕并没有
me,
多
so
少
it
人
won't
会
make
记
me
住
look
我。
better or anything.
这些话显得太自作多情，所以还是算了吧。只是
But I have a new idea.
我刚才
Wanna
有了新
hear?
的想法，你要听听吗？
Sure, go
好啊。
ahead.
你说是？
However, just as humans could not reverse death, darkness suddenly erased everything without warning. Alexandra?
亚历山德拉，亚历山德拉，
Alexandra! For the longest time, the stagnant darkness was what she craved the most. Whether it was for an hour or a month, it meant she could escape reality and stop hurting innocent lives against her will. Yet its coming at this moment was what she wanted the least.
希尔很怀念这个世界，来捉你们了。
提醒的是，一上一下，人上之光。审判的时刻到了。提醒的是，
3 months later, the imaginary disturbances once again released her into reality. It was as if fate was mocking her. The familiar tundras of Siberia had been decorated into a colorful paradise by life. It was the end of summer. The forest she passed by fell into dead silence. Although she was aware of her characteristics, the first thing she did was set out to find Alexandra. It was also at this time that the mysterious disasters plaguing Siberia became known. For the first time, she tried to leave her footprints in every corner of the Ural region. A lucky few had survived meeting her, but they were mostly traumatized, both physically and mentally, to the point that they could not live normally. They lived the rest of their lives in derangement and kept uttering the name Baba Yaga. But even after paying such a price, their effort did not pay off. Not long after, on the Arctic coast, on the outskirts of Ch33 was the sacrificial ground of a world serpent branch. The dark corridor meandered on. Since it was built, no one had ever come uninvited. Until today. Huh? I didn't expect you to come to see me, or rather, leave the Ural Mountains. You returned to the Stigma space for too long a time in May, so did you find a way to avoid me, or... No wonder you didn't hesitate to raise your gun. I saw more than one awakened around there, though they're all children. I said I'm a businessman. I trade one thing for another. I know, that's why I came. Oh, how may I help? I can accept your offer and join your organization. But you need to trade with me. Yes, but I need to make one thing clear. I don't have the means to avoid you. That also means, in this world, perhaps there's nobody you can find. It's not that easy, but I can guess who you're looking for. Is that your condition? Yes, I don't need to see her. You only need to check on her for me. Why must you deign to trade with me for something so simple? If you want to take one thing at a time, to be honest, for a world serpent, even if the other cluster treats us 10 times worse than you, you're still not our only option. So this trade isn't very fair. In that case, goodbye. Please wait. When will you let others finish first? Although I find it unfair as a trade, I'd gladly help as a friend. Help? Yes. More than you joining World Serpent and becoming our colleague, I want you to owe me. Don't worry, I rarely make undue requests, and the day I need you may not come. Please think of it as a request to hatch something. You'll be good at it. It's a deal. Swell. You have a gift for business, it seems. Great Serpent, I've been curious about something. I've transcribed many different U's. Are those numbers their names? Yes, including mine. 1904 means I'm an outdated model. I'm surprised you're curious about a matter, though. Nothing. I'm just trying to remember what I see in another way. Just trying.
只是尝试罢了。
Then it's goodbye,
再见
1904.
了，1904。
我愿你大家以此烈火，战无不断。伺机而动，阴阳化解。审判的时刻到了，已经没事了。五行相生，分时化日。无需休息，尽快启程。审判的时刻到了，变现。
好的。不能再让姐姐受到任何伤害。
That's a lot of work for you. Even though she developed the technology, she was only a person after all. With such a risky attempt, being put into a temporary coma would be a best-case scenario. We've grown used to Klein's stubbornness. In this case, it's you who benefits. Why make such a clear distinction? Even if we have irreconcilable differences, you and I are still the same entity. For now, you ought to know there are those among us who think even worse of you. As they should, and you might not really know me as well as you think. Knowing yourself is a fairly technical matter. Whatever it is you're thinking, let's leave it for when we're alone. Don't want to make a scene, right, Sila? Ah, I didn't mean to just standing here. I get it. You want to confirm the status of the black hole. This is a good spot to do it. You just need us to leave. But it seems you're a hair late. If it weren't so spur of the moment, it would have been impossible to capture Sire with the black hole. To be able to maintain until now is likely due to some unexpected factors. Sire and unexpected factors. You mean... Oh, I'm the one talking too much. You shouldn't have to worry about anything strange here. You know, I heard it was your friend who created the black hole. Bronya. Anyway, Miss Sila, we're all witness to history, but the who and where are different. And I'm very grateful we can meet here. And I'm not leaving without saying goodbye. That's right. I want to leave the sanctuary for a bit. Oh, sorry, I mean forever. Most of those going by Great Serpent will also give their all to Project Stigma, but none will be able to take over my work. This, of course, means we turn the future over to those that are awakened. May I remind you, you are abandoning us. It's the opposite. All I'm doing is reading from the book of our sire. Or the serpent. I've refuted you once. I don't want to do it a second time in vain. But you also said we three who are here stuck on the moon had a good reason to stick together. Just because I thought you had cause doesn't mean I agree. Even if the third had the trip, the songs he sings would make us miserable. These gray serpents don't really get along. But, Mr. Gray Serpent? She passed his cold shoulder and black umbrella and took in the barren gray expanse. Before they arrived, there was no life here, nor the condition to support it. It was virtually dead. I know what you're going to ask. It wasn't World Serpent's decision. The stigma awakened weren't abandoned. It was my own choice to leave. This is true. We had been taking precautions for some time. I know what you worried about, Miss Sela, but you needn't worry about those children. With our training, they can watch over themselves. Training? Oh, you didn't realize? You must have learned how to know the past from Klein. Among the fragments of the bubble universe, you discern the nature of the world. And by accident, learned how to protect yourself in battle. And Klein brought you on to the epitome of technological revolution. These skills can be seen as those civilizations depend on for survival, moving fate's wheel. For some time, ensuring survival was enough. And Klein will remain. Raising children isn't her strong suit, but better her than some strange outsider like myself. As for you, Miss Sela, you just need to protect yourself until the black hole disappears. Then you can reunite with those you care about. But Mr. Gray Serpent, why do you plan on leaving? I'm paying a visit to a colleague, an old friend. She owes me a favor, and now is the time to collect. Which is also why the poetic me isn't here right now. Well, I really did say too much today. At any rate, everything is going well, for now. and this cage drawn from heavenly bodies will soon lose all meanings to you. Huh? Going well? It seems to me the hard part has only just begun. Perhaps, but with Miss Sela, you can only wait and see. Regardless, no one can deny the unparalleled artistry of the moment when the kindling begins. To appreciate this art is to appreciate difficulties to be overcome. Either way, best of luck to you. This four-numbered me has lived long enough and seemed to have lost the ability to say anything directly. Though I don't care much for it. Goodbye, Miss Sela. I hope our paths needn't cross again.